Across a vast continent, where horizons stretch farther than sight and seasons paint the land in shifting color, America begins its quiet story. Some landscapes carve themselves into memory with towering cliffs and echoing canyons. Some whisper through pine forests and along riverbanks touched by morning light. Others reveal their wonder in the slow rise of mountains or the endless roll of ocean waves. This journey moves across a land shaped by forces deeper than history. Ice, fire, wind, and time measured in ages. From deserts lit gold beneath the sun to coastlines wrapped in silver mist. From ancient forests to lakes still as untouched mirrors. The beauty of America unfolds not in a single moment, but in countless scenes of quiet majesty. Light drifts across the first horizon. The land awakens. The Grand Canyon, a story written in stone, the earth opens in a vast descent, revealing layers of red, gold, and violet stacked like pages in a book written over millions of years. Ridges fall into ridges, cliffs rise into cliffs, each shaped by the patient carving of the Colorado River far below. Sunlight touches the canyon walls in slow, deliberate strokes, turning stone into glowing ember at dawn and soft violet at dusk. Wind moves through the canyon as if carrying the memory of everything this place has seen. Silence rests heavy and deep, holding the contours of time itself. This is not merely a canyon, it is the imprint of the planet's ancient breath. Antelope Canyon, light, carved in stone, hidden beneath the desert. A narrow passage twists through sandstone soft as flowing cloth. Walls curve in ribbons of red and rose, polished smooth by countless floods that passed silently through the earth. Beams of sunlight fall from cracks far above, scattering golden dust and turning the canyon into a chamber of glowing color. Each step reveals a new shape, a swirl, a fold, a sweeping arc of stone that looks less carved than painted by time. In this quiet world below the surface, light becomes the map and shadow becomes the path. Monument Valley, giants of sandstone and sky. Across desert plains stand towering sandstone buttes, their silhouettes rising with calm, commanding presence. Red earth stretches outward, meeting the blue dome of sky in clean, endless lines. Sunlight warms the stone, bringing out deep shades of amber and rust. As evening approaches, shadows lengthen, turning the valley into a world of silhouettes held in soft twilight. Wind carries a slow hush across the open land. Time feels suspended, caught between ancient rock and the open desert sky. Yosemite Valley, granite, water, light. Granite walls rise as if lifted from the earth by quiet force. Waterfalls plunge hundreds of feet, their mist drifting like silver threads through warm afternoon air. El Capitan stands in stillness, a sheer tower of stone, reflecting the soft colors of dawn. Half-dome curves against the sky with smooth, perfect symmetry, shaped by ages of ice. In the valley, meadows glow with golden grasses. Rivers weave through the forest, clear and calm beneath arching pines. Light changes here in slow waves, morning silver, midday brilliance, evening blue. Yosemite is a masterpiece painted in granite and water. The Sierra Nevada, snow peaks, and alpine lakes. A chain of mountains stretches from horizon to horizon, their peaks dusted with snow that glows beneath sharp, cold sunlight. Alpine lakes rest in quiet bowls of stone, their surfaces smooth as glass. Pine forests rise in deep green layers along the lower slopes. At dawn, the mountains catch the first light in soft tones of gold and rose. At dusk, their shadows fold gently across the valleys, bringing a calm that settles slowly over forest and water. The Sierra Nevada holds the quiet strength of stone and the stillness of snow. The Redwoods, giants of the coast. Along the northern coast, trees older than history stand in deep green light. Redwoods rise so tall their crowns vanish into drifting fog. Their trunks glow dark red, softened by centuries of rain and layered bark. Light filters through the canopy in slender beams, illuminating ferns and moss on the forest floor. The air feels ancient, still, rich, alive. Every sound becomes gentle, the fall of a leaf, the soft call of a distant bird, the quiet movement of forest breath. Walking here feels like moving through a living cathedral. The Rocky Mountains, a spine of stone. Across a continent, the Rockies rise in powerful lines, a towering spine of granite and snow stretching across the land. Peaks lift sharply into blue sky, white summits gleaming under cold sunlight. Forests sweep along the lower slopes, a deep green ocean of pine broken only by alpine lakes that shine like polished mirrors. Snowmelt gathers into streams, flowing down the mountainsides in clear, rushing patterns. Water that begins as quiet ice and becomes river after river, moving toward distant plains. Here, the air holds a crisp clarity found only at great heights. Wind carries the scent of stone and evergreen, and silence rests with a strength that feels ancient. The Rockies are more than a range. They are the rising heartbeat of the American landscape. Alaska, a world sculpted by ice and time. Far to the north, a land of vast, untouched wilderness unfolds. Mountains rise in sharp, jagged lines. Glaciers stretch for miles, their surfaces glowing in cold blues so deep they seem otherworldly. Ice breaks in thunderous echoes, falling into frigid waters that ripple outward in silver rings. Snow sweeps across valleys in soft drifting waves, and the horizon stretches beneath a sky bright with winter clarity. Whales lift from icy seas in arcs of quiet power. Eagles glide above forests that stretch farther than the eye can follow. And when night settles, the sky awakens, ribbons of green and violet light moving slowly across darkness, like dreams unfolding overhead. Alaska is a world where winter tells its own story, cold, vast, and breathtaking in its silence. Hawaii, islands, born of fire. Far across the Pacific, islands rise from ocean depths in sweeping curves of volcanic stone. Lava fields stretch in black waves toward bright blue water. Rainforests spill down mountainsides in deep green layers, alive with waterfalls that fall in long, graceful threads. Coastlines glow beneath warm sun, sand in shades of white, gold, and black. Waves roll in rhythmic motion, the steady breath of the Pacific, moving against ancient shorelines. In higher regions, clouds drift around volcanic peaks like soft halos of light. In lower valleys, tropical flowers bloom in vivid bursts of color that glow against the green. Hawaii is a blend of fire, water, and wind, elements shaping land in continuous creation. Yellowstone, the earth beneath, awakens in the heart of the continent. Steam rises from hidden vents, curling into the air in pale, drifting spirals. Hot springs glow in vibrant colors, rings of turquoise, emerald, and amber, formed by minerals deep beneath the Earth's surface. Geysers erupt with sudden force, sending boiling water skyward in powerful bursts that echo across open plains. Mud pots bubble, geysers hiss, and rivers run warm through valleys rich in wildlife. Bison wander through shifting steam, their silhouettes moving with ancient calm across the land. Yellowstone is a reminder that the earth beneath is not silent, but all breathing through heat and color. The Great Plains, the quiet heart of the land. Here, the world opens wide. Horizon meets horizon in unbroken lines of gold and green. Grasslands sway in gentle waves, carrying light across the landscape like ripples on a vast inland sea. Clouds drift in towering formations, casting slow-moving shadows over the open earth. Thunderstorms gather on distant horizons, lightning branching across dark sky, in powerful displays of nature's energy. But between these storms lies a calm so deep it feels endless. The Great Plains offer space, space to breathe, space to see far, space where land and sky share the same quiet language. The Badlands, stone, shaped by wind and time. Eroded cliffs stand in jagged formations, layered in subtle tones of red, tan, gray, and gold. Canyons twist through the landscape in patterns sharp and delicate, sculpted by centuries of rain and wind. But in the early morning, the harshness softens. Light fills the ridges in warm pastel shades, and the Badlands glow as though the stone itself has become light. This is a land shaped by erosion and patience, a quiet reminder that time is the greatest sculptor. The Great Lakes, inland seas of light, vast freshwater lakes, stretch toward the horizon like calm oceans born from ancient ice. Waves roll gently against long shorelines lined with forests, dunes, and smooth stones warmed by sunlight. In the evening, the surface glows orange and red, reflecting sky colors in a perfect mirrored stretch of endless water. The Great Lakes hold a quiet strength, a calm expanse of fresh water so wide that the far shore often disappears into soft haze. A world of water resting in the heart of the continent. As mountains rise and plains stretch wide, as glaciers move and deserts breathe, America reveals its endless variety. A tapestry of landforms woven through time. Yet many wonders still wait. Canyons carved by ancient rivers, coasts touched by roaring waves, and forests deep with light and shadow. The great Smoky Mountains, ridges wrapped in blue mist. Soft blue haze settles over rolling ridges, layer upon layer fading into the distance like watercolor on the horizon. Moisture rises from deep forests each morning, creating the mist that gives these mountains their quiet, timeless name. Rivers wind through shaded valleys, moving gently over stone smoothed by years of flow. Wildflowers bloom in hidden clearings, adding small bursts of color to the muted palette of forest green and mountain blue. Evening brings a hush to the hills as crickets sing through tall grasses and fireflies create drifting constellations beneath darkening trees. The Smokies hold the poetry of quiet seasons, a landscape softened by time. The Everglades, a river of grass moving toward the sea in the far south. A wilderness spreads across a land where water shapes everything. The Everglades are not a swamp, but a slow-moving river flowing silently through tall grasses, mangrove forests, and shallow marshes alive with movement. Birds rise in great flocks from the wetlands. Herons, egrets, storks, their wings catching warm light as they glide over the water. Alligators rest beneath low branches, still and silent in the soft green shade. Fish dart through clear channels, and turtles bask on sunlit logs. The Everglades breathe in rhythm with water and wind, a sanctuary of life moving endlessly toward the sea. The Pacific Northwest, where forest meets ocean. A coastline of rugged cliffs meets the sweeping waves of the Pacific. Mist rolls in from open water, settling over forests of towering fir and cedar. Waves crash against dark rock, sending white spray into cool, salt-filled air. Inland, rainforests thrive, dense with moss, ferns, and trees that rise like pillars supporting a green cathedral. Rivers rush through deep valleys, their water cold and clear from snow high in the mountains. The Pacific Northwest carries a calm strength, an atmosphere shaped by rain, shoreline, and evergreen breath. Bryce Canyon, the sculptures of stone and light. Here, sandstone towers, called hoodoos, rise in clusters, shaped into delicate columns by centuries of wind and water. Their colors shift from deep red to soft orange to pale cream as sunlight moves across the canyon. Shadows fall in long lines between the slender formations, creating patterns that change with every hour of the day. At sunrise, Bryce glows as though lit from within, a city of stone catching fire in the first light, a wonder carved in the language of erosion. Arches National Park, the bridges of time. Stone bends into impossible shapes, arches formed by nature's quiet persistence. Wind smooths the rock, rain hollows its center, and time completes the curve that lifts into open air. Some arches stretch wide like gateways, others stand slender and delicate against the vast desert sky. Sunlight pours through their frames, casting warm gold across the red earth. At dusk, their silhouettes stand sharp against glowing horizon. These formations feel both fragile and eternal, moments captured in the long breath of geologic time. Big Sur, the cliffs of endless ocean along the western edge of the continent. Stone cliffs rise steeply from the Pacific's deep blue water. Waves crash rhythmically below, their white foam tracing the base of the towering bluffs. High above, a winding coastal road curves along the cliffs, offering views where land and sea stretch into infinity. Mist gathers above the water, turning sunlight into soft silver along the coast. Big Sur is a landscape shaped by the meeting of ocean force and mountain calm. The Appalachian Highlands, a tapestry of forested hills, rolling ridges extend like gentle waves, covered in forests that shift color with every season. Spring brings soft green and blossoming dogwoods. Summer deepens into thick, vibrant canopy. Autumn sets the hills ablaze in red, orange, and gold. Winter reveals the clean lines of branch and stone. Rivers weave through narrow valleys, and old footpaths wind along the ridgelines in quiet patterns. A landscape humble, but immense in its quiet beauty. Forests rise. Deserts glow. Coasts crash and whisper. Rivers carve their paths. Yet America holds still more wonders, places where mountains touch starlight, where lakes glow in impossible colors, and where canyons curve in vast, beautiful silence. The journey continues. Crater Lake, a mirror in the mountains. High in the Cascade Range, a deep caldera holds a lake so blue it seems almost unreal. Crater Lake rests in perfect stillness, water clear enough to reflect every cloud, every ridge, every shift of sky with almost glass-like precision. No rivers flow into it, no rivers flow out. It is a world sustained by rain, snow, and time. At sunrise, the lake glows in shades of sapphire and gold. At evening, it darkens into a calm mirror, reflecting the last light over silent volcanic walls. This is water, as still as memory. Death Valley, a desert of endless light heat, carves this landscape into sweeping dunes, salt flats, and jagged mountains etched against a vast open sky. The desert glows in warm gold and pale ivory beneath the sun. Dunes shift slowly, their shapes reshaped by every passing wind. Salt flats stretch in white geometric patterns, cracking into intricate lines that resemble the surface of another world. Yet at sunrise and sunset, Death Valley softens. Shadows move gently across textured earth, and the light becomes quiet. muted, almost tender, a place harsh in midday, but breathtaking in the calm hours between night and morning. The Colorado River, a ribbon of life through stone. From high mountain snowfields to deep desert canyons, the Colorado River carves one of America's most iconic paths. It winds through narrow gorges where red cliffs rise in towering vertical walls. It widens into open curves through broad valleys filled with cottonwood trees and soft river grasses. Light dances on the water in silver fragments that drift with the current. A single river, shaping landscapes across thousands of miles, patient, persistent, and endlessly moving. Glacier National Park, valleys shaped by ice. A world of sharp peaks and deep valleys, formed long ago by massive glaciers carving their way through stone. Turquoise lakes rest in bowl-shaped basins left behind by melting ice. Waterfalls cascade from high cliffs in thin, delicate threads. Forests rise thick and green along mountainsides that catch sunlight in soft, shifting patches. Even summer mornings carry a cool clarity, air washed clean by alpine wind. Glacier National Park holds the quiet breath of high places. The Maine Coast, light on stone and sea along the eastern edge, the land meets the Atlantic in a coastline of rugged cliffs and quiet coves. Lighthouses stand on rocky headlands, their white towers glowing against the deep blue of the ocean. Waves curl against stone in steady rhythm. Pine forests stretch toward the shore, their scent carried softly on sea wind. Fog rolls in from open water, wrapping the coastline in gentle drifting silver. A meeting of forest and ocean, shaped by tide and softened by light. The Painted Desert, a landscape of Earth's colors, bands of red, pink, lavender, and gray, sweep across layered hills that stretch to the horizon. Sunlight deepens the colors, revealing shifting tones that move with every cloud and every passing hour. The Painted Desert feels vast and quiet, a place where time settles in visible layers beneath the open sky. Stone becomes color, color becomes memory. Joshua Tree, silence in desert light, smooth boulders rise in round stacks across the Mojave Desert. Joshua trees stretch their twisted branches toward wide blue sky. Light settles softly on the desert floor, illuminating textures in sand and stone. At dusk, the world turns gold, then violet, then deep indigo. Silence grows with the coming night, a silence full, warm, and deeply peaceful. Across a continent shaped by mountains and rivers, by deserts and forests, by ice and by time, a single truth emerges. Beauty does not belong to one region, one landscape, or one horizon. It appears in the rise of a distant peak, in the quiet bend of a river, in the sweep of desert wind, and the stillness of a hidden lake. America's wonders are not merely places. They are chapters in the Earth's ongoing story, a story written in stone, told in water, and held gently in light. The journey reaches its final view, but the sense of wonder continues far beyond it. Soft, calm, cinematic for more softly narrated journeys through the world's most beautiful landscapes. Subscribe to Most Beautiful where mountains rise in quiet strength, where rivers move with gentle purpose, and where every horizon holds another story waiting to unfold.